Shahir Amar Sheikh, a poet who lighted the fire of patriotism in people. It was the double-pronged power of Gandhiji's non-violent civil disobedience movement and the armed revolt that helped shake off the chains of British Raj to win India's independence. There was a burning desire in every Indian's mind to contribute towards the country's freedom and was willing to sacrifice family life for it. Living in the independent India today, it is hard to imagine how these freedom fighters retained the energy to fight for such an extended period of time. Part of the fuel that kept the fires burning was provided by the efforts of poets, shahirs, orators, journalists and politicians of those times. They inspired the entire nation to stand up and fight against injustice. Shahir Amar Sheikh or Shahir Amar Sheikh was one such patriot who strived hard for social revolution by propagating communism in the society or in the nation. Born in Barshi in Solapur district, he was attracted to singing since his childhood. Shahir Amar Sheikh imbibed the lessons of poetry, humanity, devotion and freedom. To add to his loving nature, he was blessed with a good voice and thus began his journey of serving the country.
During the civil disobedience movement of 1930 to 31, Mehboob, who was a staunch believer of religious unity, appealed to God to save the world. Meanwhile, he got a job as mill worker, but he lost that during the economic depression. The mill workers protested and went on strike. They, including Amar Sheikh, were arrested and imprisoned at the Visapur jail. This stint in the jail became a turning point of his life. There he met Comrade Raghunath Karhatkar and thus began his journey as an advocate communism. He toured from village to village, propagating communistic philosophies. He awakened the society with his songs. He brought life into many uprisings with his words, his own musical composition and his voice. Evading the police, he reached Kolhapur and sought refuge in the Master Vinayak's Navyug studio, a haven for fugitive freedom fighters. For security reasons, he changed his name to Amar Bhaiya, and from here onwards he is known as Shahir Amar Sheikh.
The Quit India movement of 1942 impressed him in a different way. He witnessed the British dictatorship and inhuman treatment of Indians and decided to dictate his life for the independence struggle. Shahir Amar Sheikh played many different roles in his lifetime. Among those were the role of mill worker, cleaner and a water boy. Later, he also worked as a union leader. He played an important part in India's freedom struggle, Goa Mukti Andolan, Goa's freedom struggle, Sanyukta Maharashtra Shaval, uprising for the unified Maharashtra with his songs, compositions and melodious voice. He also generated funds for their struggles. Eminent Shahir G.T. Maldhokar elevated him to the status of Rashtriya Shahir, National Bard. Maharashtra was totally under the spell of Shahiri of Shahir Amar Sheikh, Lok Shahir Anubhav Sathe and Shahir Ghavnankar during that time. Their communist troop was important from the perspective of the Maharashtra's social, political and cultural history. They were advocates of the socialist way of thinking through their prose and voice. They became famous on the national as well as international level due to their party work. He received a lot of funds for his Shahiri troop, out of which he donated large sums for the work of education of the masses. He wrote Amar Geet, a collection of songs, Kalash and Dharti Mata, a collection of poems, and Pahila Bali, a play. Besides having sympathy for the poor, labourers and farmers, Amar Sheikh was also a political activist, union worker, singer, poet and shahir and also an actor. He was lauded for his performance in the movies Parapanch and Mahatma Jyotiba Phule. Despite being busy in his life, working in several areas, he also maintained his dedication towards Shahiri. Acharya Atre has aptly described Amar Sheikh as a living sum of fire, blaze, spirit and intoxication. Having experienced a lifetime of ups and downs and extremely poverty, yet maintaining the patriotic fervor, this Shahir finally breathed his last on 29th August 1969.